Welcome back to Perks Recap. Back at it once again. Okay, we're doing some Aerosmith. You saw the card, I'm sure. The name of the song is Fever. This is another one of those hidden gems and another one of my never-ending fight against people who say the 70s are the real Aerosmith and they didn't play anything good anymore after that. And it's just simply not true. I know all the ballads. The ballads are a stain on their reputation, in my opinion. They did them purposely to just stay relevant and stay, keep people buying tickets. But every single one of those newer albums after... By the way, another thing too, people think Done With Mirrors is a good album. That's their last good album. Done With Mirrors is awful. It's probably my least favorite Aerosmith album. It's horrible. That's just my opinion again. But anyway, they say everything, from Pump on was all about the ballads, and no one really actually takes the time to listen to the albums. You just, I hear on the radio they have all these ballads, and I'm done. And the thing is, yes, they did those ballads, again, to stay relevant. There was a reason behind it, and it worked, by the way. They did stay relevant. They did keep selling concert tickets, and they sold over 150 or 160 million records. But the thing is, if you actually listen to the albums, yeah, those ballads are there, but there's a lot of good stuff on there that's still just like they've always been. Good rock songs, good hard rock, blues rock, all that stuff, it's still there. It's just they didn't release any of it, and they released just the ballads. So this is another one of the songs that I really, really like. It's from the Get a Grip album in '94. This performance is actually 10 years later in 2004. This is a live performance that I've never seen before, so that's good. Aerosmith recently released a bunch of stuff themselves. Hopefully this goes through because this is released by them. A bunch of performances, live performances or whatever the case is, of that they released themselves just recently, like in the last year or so. All this content started coming out, live performances by Aerosmith themselves. Like I said, they are the ones that released all this stuff. So this is one of those performances. It's at the Office Depot Center in Sunrise, California, 2004. The name of the song, once again, is Fever, one of my favorite Aerosmith songs, and it's from 1994 Get a Grip album. And tell me what you think. All I know is I did watch the first 30 seconds to make sure the quality was good, and I saw Joe Perry starts doing the reverb with the guitar, which he, at some point or another, he does that every single concert. He just kind of plays with it for a little while, and it's kind of fun. Anyway, once again, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Please subscribe. And let's check out Aerosmith Fever live. Like I said, one of the few things that I've done from Aerosmith that I've never, ever seen before. So let's check it out.
Look at this shit.
Every show.
I got blisters on my sisters!
Got some harmonica in there. This is not a crazy hard rocking song, and as I always defend their later rock songs as well, their harder rock songs, that they were much harder than the 70s songs. Even Nobody's Fault. Yes, Even Nobody's Fault. People love Nobody's Fault. It's not that great of a song. And it's definitely not their hardest song. Anyway, I get passionate about this stuff. I'm sorry. They're my band. They're still, after all this time, after doing this channel for all this time, listening to so many great musicians and so many great bands, they are still my favorite band, and it's not even close. Anyway, but this is a pretty cool performance. Great. I'm a little worried now that it is officially on their official YouTube channel. Hopefully you guys are getting a chance to see this. If you are, then obviously it went through. I'm a little concerned now, though, about a possible copyright and problem. But we'll see. What I'm thinking now, what I'm going to have to do, obviously I add the video later. So if it's smaller, that's why I'm probably going to make it a little smaller to give me a better shot of it, this going through. Anyway, let's get back to it. I'm going to go back 10 so we don't miss anything. Brad Whitford. Harmonica. Ah! Right. So there you have it. That is Fever by Aerosmith. Pretty much identical to the album, which they do so well. You know, sometimes live performances are not. Some people don't like live performances specifically because they don't sound like the studio. But that was pretty close to the studio. And this was 2004, so I'm not surprised on how good it sounded and how close to the studio it sounded. If you saw them in the 90s and in the 2000s to 2010, and maybe a little bit after too, you really got a good show. They were on fire during this time. 2004, they were on fire. Early to mid to late 90s, absolutely on fire. And they basically went on record to say that they were so messed up on the drugs and everything in this in the late 70s that their performances struggled because of it, and they were kind of like, in their mind, making up for those bad performances or subpar performances, because in the 70s their drugs just really ruined them and ruined everything, and the performances were not that good. The band is much better than how they played in the 70s, and this is the time frame that you want to see them live. Even if you do prefer a lot of the 70s stuff, they played a lot of the 70s stuff still in the 90s and the 2000s, obviously, and it just sounded better than it did back then, because they're better now. They're better then, anyway. They're better at that time. You know, the drugs weren't that prevalent in terms of affecting their music. And the only one that really struggled with it afterwards was Steven, and he was always just had problems with painkillers and opiates whenever he had surgery on his absolutely screwed up feet. If you want to see something gnarly, look up Steven Tyler's feet. His feet are a mess. He's had like 3 or 4 different surgeries on them, and every time he goes on opiates for the pain, and then he gets addicted to those, and he has to go back into rehab. But every time he goes into rehab for opiates all the time for those. But the cocaine and the heroin and all those really hard drugs, that's pretty much been going for a while. Anyway, thoroughly enjoyed it. Again, not surprised that it was as good as it was. Hopefully you enjoyed it too. Hopefully you'll give some of the later Aerosmith stuff that I've been trying to tell you guys about and show you. Give it a chance. Listen to the albums. Don't listen to the radio hits, because they're all going to be that sappy ballad stuff that nobody likes. But if you go past that and just listen to the actual albums, there's really, really good stuff on there. This is one of them. Fever is one of my favorites. Anyway, that's going to do it. Until next time, I will see you later.